Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All of our guests today, including Damon Severson, standing by, sponsored by Passant Motors. Celebrate Father's Day with some amazing deals. Visit their showroom in Surrey or shop online at PassantMotors.com. Delaney's OK Tire and Langley inbox just before we get to Damon. JT and Van Isle. Donnie, the security guard isn't at fault. It's Adam Hadwin for wearing jeans to an important event. You're lucky Ryan didn't have security at his wedding. Great point by JT and Van Isle. Damon Severson has moved to the Columbus Blue Jackets after 9 seasons with the Devils. Traded Friday. It was a sign and trade deal. You know about that, Rick.
Yep.
And promptly signed an 8-year, $50 million deal with Columbus. Devils get a 2023 third-round draft pick in return. Damon joins us now. Damon, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you guys today?
Very well. I know you're a golfer, a golf fan. Did you check out what Nick Taylor was up to yesterday?
Yeah, I saw the highlights. I'm just back home in Saskatchewan visiting some family after a wedding this past weekend. So we were all having a good chuckle about that. The after fact of Nick Taylor, I guess, happened with Adam Hadwin. But the Nick Taylor part was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you moved to Columbus, and this doesn't happen very often. It was a sign and trade deal. How does that process work for people who don't know, Damon, and what was it like to go through?
It was interesting, just for one, for me being the first time through something like that, obviously being with New Jersey for so long, not knowing how that process worked or what happens through free agency. So really it just came down to Columbus being aggressive, contacting the Devils and Tom Fitzgerald and kind of trying to, get his permission to allow them to chat with me about a contract. And then they were going to work out a sign and trade sort of deal. So once Fitzy gave permission to Columbus to speak to me, my agent and I hopped on a Zoom call, and my wife joined us as well. We chatted with Columbus. They made a real good pitch to us, and it didn't really give us much of a choice. They were very aggressive in what they want to do, and obviously things moved along quickly from there. So super happy to be joining them. Stay in the same division, but now I get a chance to play against some of the boys who I've been with for a while in New Jersey quite a bit more often.
Yeah, so 9 seasons with New Jersey, Damon, ups and downs, and right now, I would say, I think most people would agree, the Devils doing right now in an up period. A lot of people expecting some big things from that hockey club. How tough was it to leave New Jersey?
Yeah, it was tough for sure. I mean, the writing was kind of on the wall. Obviously, it sucks. I know a lot of people in the organization, a lot of players, a lot of great people. So that's going to be a tough part for sure. Not going back to the Prudential Center for training camp this year will be weird. But, the writing was on the wall, like I said. They had a couple young guys coming up that were going to be a lot cheaper for these next few years. And, there's a salary cap issue as well with some of their guys they still have yet to get signed. So I get it. It's a business as well. Things happen. And I was very fortunate that a team like Columbus came to the table and were very interested and aggressive in getting me. So I got no complaints with that, but I'll definitely miss people in New Jersey and some of the relationships I've come to have over the years.
I read an interview, Damon, you did, and you said you had to do research on Columbus because you know what? You got to find out about this place. You got to spend the next 8 years there. You could have been a free agent July 1st. I don't know if Columbus was going to be on your list or not, but talk about the research that went into this decision for you and your family.
Yeah, my wife and I were just kind of looking at places to live. Obviously, they're coming together so quick. We didn't have much time to do much research.
Exactly.
When Columbus got the permission, got the go ahead to chat with me. So we didn't have much time other than what they were telling us on the Zoom. And I spoke to a few former guys. I'm pretty tight with Ryan Murray, who's a former second overall pick there. Spoke to him a little bit. A couple other guys who played in Columbus just briefly without trying to, give up too much to them and say that I was for sure going to go there because I didn't know quite yet. But both my wife and I looked into it. Seems like a great place to raise a family. Seems like more of a Midwest sort of vibe, pretty relaxed compared to the New Jersey, New York lifestyle. So it's a bit more our pace. And now we get a chance to see it in real time. I've only been a visitor there and seeing that arena, and they've done quite a bit of renovations to our understanding to the locker room and the practice facility, the rink. So looking forward to getting down there. The research is only a thing until you see it with your own eyes.
Damon, you got BC ties. You played for the Kelowna Rockets for 4 years. If you would have hit free agency, would Vancouver have been a possible destination for you?
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I would have for sure loved to be a lot closer to home. Being a guy who played for the Rockets, spends his summers in Kelowna now with some of the guys who have been through that program with the Rockets and then through the Canucks, Myers, Shen, those kind of guys. So they seem to really enjoy playing for the Canucks. And I'd be lying, like I said, if I wasn't interested in going out there and being close to home and making it easier on friends and family and stuff like that. But obviously with their salary cap and everything too, they got some stuff to figure out. And I wasn't going to sit around and wait for a team to, try to grab me. It was very impressive for Columbus to be aggressive in their push. So like I said, Vancouver was definitely on a higher team on my list of destinations, but not everything works out perfectly. So now I get a chance to be a visitor in that building and have a lot of friends and family come and watch me there now once a year.
Damon, last time I checked, it's not official, but Mike Babcock. What do you know about Mike Babcock as a head coach, and what are your thoughts on the possibility of having him as your bench boss?
Yeah, obviously very decorated coach, long time with Detroit, Team Canada, gold medals, everything that comes with his reputation. So, he went to the Leafs for a while, hasn't coached in the NHL for a while, obviously know that. I think he's been back in Saskatchewan coaching the local university, helping out with that program, and I've heard nothing but good things there from some of the younger guys that I've skated with along the way. So if that's what comes to be, another Saskatchewan guy. So hopefully we can connect that way. I've only met Mike one time. It was actually at a charity golf tournament in Saskatoon. So, if he ends up being the coach, great. If they go a different direction, then I'll end up meeting them. So I have no intel on that so far, but like I said, I don't usually have any complaints with Saskatchewan guys being one of them myself.
Yeah, I think Mike would fit into the category as an old school type coach. And it's funny, Columbus, the success that they've had has been under coaches like Ken Hitchcock, like John Tortorella. Do you enjoy playing for a coach like that, if indeed Mike is like that in Columbus?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out for sure. Obviously, time will tell if he is like that, and see how he is around the boys and see what kind of systems he wants to play and whatnot. But I just enjoy being challenged for sure. You always want to bring your best every day, and I got high expectations of myself. And going through some tough years in New Jersey, obviously it's a team game, but every person has to pull their weight, and then it makes it a successful season and team like we had this year. So I'm just focused on doing what I can to help the team on and off the ice. Be the best they can be, win hockey games, and hopefully whoever the coach is and put in place, then they can push the right buttons as well for not only myself but the whole team.
I don't know if we have a shot of this. It's short notice for the guys who work behind the scenes here, Damon, but I haven't seen anybody look younger when they got drafted than you. And now that kid is making $50 million. Congratulations on that, Damon, and we sure appreciate you joining us. All the best in Columbus.
Thanks a lot for having me, guys. Hope to run into you sometime out in BC this summer.
You bet. Thanks so much, Damon. Appreciate it.